Hello everyone, my name is Prajakta Dhage and I am from Department of Zoology, KTHM College, Nashik. Today I will be taking a class for MSc Part 2 for semester 3. The subject is, as we all know, it is soft skills, and the chapter that we are going to start today is a new chapter. It is Unit 2, which will be dealing with the solutions and the stains. It basically comprises of preparation of solutions and description of the stains, preparation and description of stain. So this is the first lecture of this particular chapter. Let's move on to the first part of it. The topic that we are going to deal with today is preparation of the solutions. Okay. Now, when we talk about preparation of solutions, we need to first know some of the concepts, like what is a solution, what is a solute, what is a solvent. All these things are mandatory for us to know. Then it will be easier for you people to understand the next further important concepts. Now first let's begin with the solution. Okay, solution is a mixture of two or more substances. Then you have a solvent. It is a substance that is going to dissolve a solute, and in the end there is a solute, or this is the substance which is going to get dissolved in a given solvent to form a solution. Now these are all the typical definitions. We'll understand this concept of, say, solution, solvent and solute by means of an example. Okay. Now if you are trying to make a sugar solution, okay, now as the name suggests, it is a solution. Okay, so what does the sugar solution comprises of? It comprises of water plus sugar, which means it contains two or it is a mixture of two substances, that is water and sugar. Similarly, if you are trying to make say lemon juice, it is also a solution. Now this lemon juice is going to contain the lemon extract, then it is going to contain the, say, salt, then it is going to contain the sugar. Now this becomes two or more than two substances, right? So it is a mixture of, lemon juice is a mixture of two or more substances. There are more substances involved in here. For now, for understanding purpose, we are only going to talk about water solution, sugar solution here. Okay, so solution is mixture of components, which is sugar plus water. Now what is a solvent? Solvent becomes the water. Why it is a solvent? Because you are going to dissolve sugar into it, right? It is going to accommodate the sugar, that is why it becomes the solvent. Now what is solute? In this example, the solute is going to be the sugar. Why? Because you are taking the sugar and you are adding it to your solvent, and then this particular sugar is going to get dissolved and is going to form the part of the mixture. When we talk about a lemon juice, what are the solutes? The solutes are going to be the lemon extract, then the salt, and the sugar. And what is the solvent? The solvent is going to be the water. So again, let's see a solution. Okay, solute, which is sugar, when dissolved in the solvent, which is water, is going to form a mixture of two or more substances, that is sugar solution. Okay, so this was the concept of solution, solvent and the solute. Now let's move forward towards some of the other important concepts, which are mole. Now what is a mole? It is the unit of measurement for amount of substances, right? A mole of a substance or a mole of particle is defined as exactly 6.02214076 into 10 raised to 23 particles. It can be, so these particles can be atoms, molecules, ions or electrons, anything it can be. Clear? So when it is 1 mole of a substance, it means that it is going to be these many number of particles. Clear? Sorry, these many number of particles is 1 mole. Now another concept is strength of a solution. A strength of a solution is defined as the amount of solute in grams present in 1 liter of solution. Okay, so here you can see the formula for strength of solution, where you are going to take the mass of the solute in grams and the volume of the solution in liters. Clear? Now, so let's move on to another concept, which is percentage of solution. So it is the number of grams of a constituents in 100 ml of solution or liquid preparation. The term used for solution or suspension of solids in liquids. The percentage concentration of solution is usually expressed either as percentage by mass or percentage by volume. So basically, percentage of solution is the amount of solute which will be divided by the amount of solution, and then you take the percentage of it. Okay, so what is mass percentage? It means that number, so it means if say you want to make 10% sugar solution, it means that 10 gram of sugar in 100 ml of the solution, right? This becomes mass percentage. And so what is volume percentage? So let's take an example. You want to a 10% solution of ethanol in water. It means that you are taking 10 ml of ethanol are present in 100 ml of the solution. If nothing is mentioned, then percentage means percentage by weight. This was the concept of mass percentage, and another one is volume percentage. In mass percentage, we are actually counting it in the gram of sugar, gram of salt, whereas in case of volume, it is going to be ml of ethanol, right, in whatever ml of water is there, right, or whatever ml of solvent is there. So this is about the percentage of solution. Moving on to the next part, that is normality. The normality of a solution is defined as the number of gram equivalents of a solute dissolved in or dissolved per liter of a given solution. So the symbol for normality is capital N, and it is the number of gram equivalent of a solute upon the volume of solution in liters. Okay, now why do we calculate normality, or why is normality essential, or what are the uses of normality? So basically it is used in precipitation reactions to measure the number of ions which are likely to get precipitated in a specific reaction. Okay, secondly, it can be used in redox reactions to determine number of electrons that are reducing, or an oxidizing agent that can donate or accept an electron. Thirdly, you can also use it for determining concentration in the acid base reaction. Okay, next one is equivalent weight. Now it is defined as the mass of element or a compound or an ion which combines or displaces one part of hydrogen or 8 parts of oxygen or 35.5 parts of chlorine by mass. This is referred to as the equivalent weight. Now let's move on to another concept, which is molarity. Is defined as the number of moles of solute dissolved per liter of the solution. So the first formula you can see here is that number of moles of solute per liter, or divided by volume of solution in liters. Another formula that you can use for molarity is strength in grams per liter divided by molecular mass of the solute. Now, why do we use molarity? The reason is that it is used to measure the concentration of solution and also to calculate the volume of solvent or the amount of the solute. Okay, the symbol for molarity is going to be capital L. Let's move on to another concept, which is molality. Okay, what is molality? It is defined as the number of moles of solute dissolved in 1000 gram of solvent, right? And it is expressed, its formula is number of moles of solute divided by mass of solvent in kilograms. Now the the symbol for molality is small m. Now what is the use of molality? It is used for studying the properties of solution related to vapor pressure and temperature changes. Okay, so actually the molality does not change with the temperature, right? So this was about the molality, and this was all for today's lecture, and in the next videos we will be seeing other concepts in the preparation of the solution. For now, thank you so much.